How is everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. Before I get started, let's relax. Let's breathe. Let's breathe in through our nose. Now out of our mouth. One more time. Now out of our mouths. All right. Are we calm? Are we good? Are we ready for the show? Welcome to the VTerrillHill show. I come live every day at 5 o'clock or 10:30. I hope you guys are getting your text messages. If you're not, you will start getting them by close of business Monday. I know I just got mine. I have a really interesting show today. I want to share with you the story of how I had a conversation with my brother and how it really led to an interesting experience, and how I almost did not have the conversation. Let me just come out and say this. Hello, Marla. Hey, Falana. Hey, Vernita. I think I spoke already, but you have to be okay with getting help. Let's just start. You know how I do. Put your right hand on your chest and repeat after me. I am okay with receiving help. Say it again. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Say it again. I am okay with receiving help. One more time, and then I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Come on now. Say, I am okay with receiving help. Now, interesting enough, I was preparing for next month, and one of my, actually, that's off subject. Let me get on subject. All right. So my brother is a big-time CPA for one of the top 4 accounting firms in America. That's as far as I'll go with his information. And I needed some normal people guidance. And I'm not being flippant. What I mean by that is he has been in the 9-to-5 world all of his life. He has some entrepreneur side gigs, but he has been in that world. He does well in that world. He just, like I said, got a really, he's probably about a year and a half now and got this really great job at this accounting firm, and he's doing his thing. I, on the other hand, I have always been the entrepreneur, shift, turn, take the untraditional route, curve up and down and around and all that kind of stuff. But I needed some wisdom and guidance from someone who had eyes to see in an area that I don't have eyes to see in. Because let me say, you might be great in a lot of areas, but you are not as great maybe as the next person in every area. And the way life has been for me, and y'all know I like to teach these lessons by telling my own personal stories, I have had to learn how to be very self-sufficient, not even learn, I've always been very self-sufficient, just very do it myself. Now, in this since October up until now, I have really been very careful about who I ask for help, who I ask help from, who I reach out to for assistance, who I share my vision with, because all of that is very important. Did you even know not psychologically, is it physiology? I don't know, one of those ologies, that when you talk about your plans too much, by virtue of your mouth being connected to your mind, you will set off in your reward system the kind of chemicals that say you've already done it. Let me give you an example. Hey, Jonathan Ford, let me give you an example. Let's just say the 9 of us, there's 8 of you watching, at least on YouTube. I don't know if you're on Facebook or Twitter, come to YouTube. There's 8 of you on YouTube right now, and including myself, 9 of us, right? Let's say we all get together and create this wonderful plan, and we connect and do it. And you know that energy you feel, it's like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. And then by the time you actually start doing it, it's like, oh God, I can't believe what possessed us to create these big plans? Well, what happened was the synergy created amongst brethren and amongst each other shot off the reward mechanism in our head too soon. And so now in our bodies, it's as if it's already done. So now we don't have no gumption to do it. We don't have anything to do it. So that's why you have to be careful how much you talk about your plans to people and who you're talking about your plans to people to. All right. Now, anyway, so I said to myself, I said, Vince, boy, if you don't call this man and ask this question, and this is something that's near, what I was asking him about is something near and dear to me. It wasn't like how you change a tire. Like, this is some plans I'm working on in the near future. And so I texted him yesterday and said, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. I called him today. And y'all, we fell into a conversation today. Because my whole family, we like to yap, right? He says, how you doing? I said, I'm good, man. How you doing? And I said, yeah, I've been in a zone since October. And just talking about where I'm at leading up to the reason why I'm on the phone with him. And he says, oh, you're in monk mode. Well, now that phrase in itself is simple. But let me tell y'all what that did for me internally. It gave me some confirmation and validation. Why? Because here recently, I've been feeling like there's not enough people around me that truly understand this transformation that I am in personally. And so it might seem like I'm being too rigid, too aggressive, too serious. Like, calm down, bro. It ain't that serious. I mean, thank you, Marla Everett. I appreciate you. Yes. Like, share, please. We want to increase views. Absolutely. And remember, guys, I ask you guys to like the video and leave a comment. So please like the video since you're coming on. And so my birthday is next month. And instead of me thinking about celebrating my birthday, I'm thinking about rolling out the private community on my birthday. Cinco de Mayo was Friday, and I'm getting text messages, hey, what you doing for Cinco de Mayo? I'm like, I'm at my desk working. I was supposed to go on, I got a free cruise last year, and I hope it didn't expire because I was supposed to book that free cruise to go for my birthday. There's nothing in me that wants to go. I only want to be in the space I'm in, focused, dedicated, and zoned in. And it has caused some rifts in the relationships around me. I have one friend, really, I thought was a really good friend. He got mad at me because I didn't show up to a party and stopped talking to me for like 3 months. And y'all know I talked junk about it when he finally did reach out. I'm like, oh, you're coming to see me now, huh? Oh, after you done went ghost? Let me say this. The journey that the majority of you will start and have started, it initially is going to be a lonely journey. Let me tell you why. Everybody's not interested in what it takes to truly excel and be great. Everybody is not interested in choosing to be uncomfortable to get the kind of harvest that's noteworthy. So it's not like they're less than or lower than. They don't have the internal infrastructure to understand what it takes when you really focus. Like when you get your eyes on it. I mean, if y'all remind me, good evening, Nisi, how you doing? And if y'all remind me, I'll share with you about distraction and focus after this. And so between rifts and personal relationships, because I'm in my space right now, between the voluntary isolation that I'm experiencing right now, it felt so good for him to give a title for the space I'm in. And then he was talking about how you should do it for a certain amount of time. He said some people do it for 3 months and some people do it for a year. And I said, yeah, I said, exactly. Because all 2023, I said, unless I supersede my goals, all 2023, I'm going to be in this space. And then I made a personal promise to myself, 2024, I'm going to chill out. And it just felt good. And we probably talked about 45 minutes. 10 minutes of the conversation was him helping me. And I was able to send him, and let me tell you something too, what happened. I was telling him something and he said to me, I don't think that's true. And the light bulb came on for me, which let me see what I was saying wasn't really true about my experience. How did I get in this conversation? Now let's get into what I came to talk about. How did I even get into a conversation with my older brother where he was able to connect with me in a way that gave me some external validation? Because I humbled myself down and realized that though I might know more than him in one area, in this particular area that I was asking about, he knew more than me. And so what I did, I said to myself, all right, you're going to get on this phone, you're going to ask for this help. You're going to be honest and vulnerable, but you are not going to be poor talking yourself. Okay. And so I won't even get into that. I'm trying to stay on subject today. And so I rehearsed how I wanted to say it. And by me letting my guard down, I was able to get some external validation. So let me say this. Where you are trying to go, and I don't like to speak in definitive, so I'm going to say possibly, there might be possibly a space you get to where you are going to need some help. And the only way you're going to be able to put yourself in a position where you are going to be able to fully receive the help is you are going to have to commit to healing from all the times you were supposed to be helped and you got hurt. I got to write something down because something just came to my mind. I'm coming, y'all. I got to write this down before I forget. New experiences. I'm going to say that one more time. If you are committed to growth, You just can't just be focused on, I'm going somewhere, I'm going somewhere, I'm going somewhere, I'm going to do this, I'm going to accomplish this, I'm going to do this. You have to as well be very connected to the fact that you have to heal from what has happened. And that, I think, it might be the most uncomfortable part about growth. There is going to be a time, a season, a place and space in your life where you are going to have to proverbially about face and look at the rejection from your mother, face it, accept it, and heal from it. You're going to have to consider the absence of your father, whether he was in the home but vulnerable, emotionally detached, or never in the home, and face it, accept it, and heal from it. You know, in Psalms, it'd be like Selah. I think we need to Selah that for a second, y'all. The question is this: are you willing to go through the soul healing you need to go through to get to the gold? See, because if you're not thinking about growth, you can just move on with your life and not even have to worry about they hurt you. It comes up every once in a while and you just push it back. You eat it out, you smoke it out, you drink it out, you sex it out, you work it out, you serve it out, you shop it out. But if you want to grow, you're going to have to pause first and open up yourself and do inventory of all of the wounds and all of the scars and all of the experiences that were negative for you that you have not addressed. Why? Because the energy that you need to grow and the buoyancy and the shape-shifting that you need to grow is going to be difficult to operate in if you're stuck in the past. Well, I don't care. I got that divorce, but I ain't studying no more. I ain't even worried about that. I done moved on with my life, but your soul is stuck. You done moved from city. You done moved jobs. You done changed communities. You done lost the weight. You done bounced back, snatched back, but your soul is still in that space. Who's watching this right now? Who's watching this right now that has the gall, the kahunas to go back to the pause, that space where it hurts so bad, you said pause, and hit play and experience it to free yourself up to get to the promised land. All right? Okay. Now, let me say this. 18 minutes. I'm going to, whatever. I got 3 points, but let me say this. Well, you say, I don't want to let my guard down because every time I let my guard down, it happens again. Okay? Fair. Jennifer says, pause, open up yourself and do inventory. Falana says, it's such an amazing feeling, but it takes work. Life Nation, how are you? It's been a while. It's good to see you up here. Let me say this. You are becoming a different you. And you are going to start having different, better experiences. But you're going to shut some of these new experiences out that will help with the healing if you don't commit to opening up. Okay? So the question is, do you believe that you are new? Do you believe that you are becoming new, that you are regenerating, that you are restoring, that you are on a path of evolution? If you really are, You are about to run head on to some new, better, new, more efficient, more quality experiences. All right. Number 1. You can't run from you. I know that's the truth, Alana. Number 1, the power of asking for help, even when it's difficult. That takes a grace. My nerves was bad yesterday because I'm in such a space I can't afford for anyone on the outside of me to be right, left hand, so y'all can see my head. Rah, 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 rah. So I was on my balcony. I said, Vincent Hill, I was supposed to call him yesterday, but I waited too late and I had to do my show. So what I did to force myself to get on the phone with him today, because y'all know I like to life hack myself, I sent him a text and said, hey, I was supposed to call you today, but I can't. Can I call you tomorrow? What's a good time? He told me told me anytime in the afternoon. So I did not leave it there because then that could have been 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I said, okay, I'm going to call you between 1 and 2. Now that makes me have to put him on my list of things to do. So I said, Vincent Hill, you are going to do it. All right. Number 2, I'm going to go through this fast. The importance of being vulnerable and honest in our relationships. Y'all, can I ask a question? How we call ourselves open and vulnerable to something and somebody that we can't see, that we can't really prove exist? We just happen to be raised in the culture that they say this thing we call God exists, and we have faith that he, she, it, however you like to serve your God exists. How can we be open and vulnerable to something that is invisible, but not open and vulnerable to people? Let me say, people are going to be, people. Let me write this down for me. Hold on one second, y'all. Jesus Christ. People are your prophecy. People are your prophecy. The prophecy, people are your prophecy. People are your, look around you. Look who your best friend is. Look who you're connected with. People are your prophecy. There's another way to say it. People are your mirrors. I think somebody done gotten another car accident out there. That don't make no sense. People are your mirrors. People exist, not primarily, but one of the reasons why people exist in our life and we have a relationship is to see ourselves. You cannot do this alone. You cannot do this alone. Felena says it's a stall tactic. No, Felena. I admit I stalled. That's why I sent the text message. Around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I shut everything down to prepare for the show. And it was like 7:45-ish or so. And I knew that could have been an elongated conversation like it was today. So now, don't get me wrong. I did stall. But for me, by me sending that text message and setting that time in, for me, that meant I was really going to do it. But before the text message, I did stall. Jennifer says, yes, people are your prophecy. Life Nation. 2 things Holy Spirit helped me to understand. Humans gonna human. People are built to surprise you. Not alone in this world. Absolutely. No. There are some spiritual teachings that I happen to agree with that says we are all one. And when you hurt somebody, you hurt yourself. When you speak love to yourself. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. But people are your prophecy. People are mirrors. And you are going to need people as a bridge to cross over. The question is, who is in your life right now that has the infrastructure to help you cross over into the new space? Who are you holding on to that's keeping you from crossing over into the new space? That's a real question. And this might seem harsh, but you're going to have to let them go. Let me say it like this. You're going to have to be willing to let everyone go and start over again and keep on rinsing and repeating until you have nobody around you but the true you. Now, let me say this. If you have not fully bloomed yet, the people that you have attracted to you are people that match your maturation skill, your maturation level, rather. If you have not truly opened up yet to yourself, you have attracted to you possibly people that like the half-bloomed you. So you have to be okay with a transition of communities. Up and down, join, take away, go here, take away, go here, take away, start here, take away. Few people have the ability to grow with you. Most people like you as they met you and cannot emotionally afford for you to change. Okay. Anyways, so number 2, the importance of being vulnerable and honest in our relationships. Number 3, the value when someone else understands where you are. Now, that's the reason why it's important to have people around you that have your same material, because they understand what it means to build something from ground up, brick by brick. Like the guy who is a great guy, fun. He's a Gemini like me. We have a good time. We hang out. But I don't think he is, and I could be wrong. Now, this is just me talking loosely now. But for what I know of him, he ain't really about that brick by brick life. He trying to build a prefab home, and that's okay. So for me to miss his coveted brunch, because was a diss to him. But if I would have been invited to a brunch from someone who has either built their internal home brick by brick or is building, they would have 100% understood. So maybe your life experiences haven't been as positive as you would like them to be because you're still hanging on to your current community. Maybe if you release them and open yourself up to a different kind of people, you'll surround yourself with more people that can validate where you're going. All right. That's it. Michelle Obama put it this way: lost oxygen, could not ascend. I just saw that Saturday. And she said that she had some friends that were good friends before she got to the White House. And she says when she got to the White House, they lost oxygen and could not ascend. I think the problem is, and let me say it like this: you have to be more concerned about the healthiness of your own lungs as you ascend versus putting the mask on somebody else. The only time it's appropriate to put a mask on someone that needs taken care of is on a plane. We don't fly, we're flying private over here. Every man for himself. God for us all. All right. That's it. That's all I really have today. That's all. I just want to just share that very powerful lesson that I had that I could have easily missed if I would have let my ego and my pride get in my way. But I didn't. And it felt good to have somebody. And he gave me a term. It's called monk mode. And I'm probably going to wear that term out. Monk mode. When you get in that space where you don't feel like doing nothing but focusing on whatever's in your sight, monk mode. Now, let me share a bonus something with you real quick, and I'm going to let y'all go. Someone texted me today and asked me about distraction. And I said something. I texted them back, and I said that I was going to share with you all. I said to myself, I'll share this with you all, what I shared with him. The question was, when we discover our own power of focusing, how do we not get distracted in the process? And I said, firstly, I don't see anything wrong with getting distracted. Hey, Christy Clemens, how are you? I said, firstly, I don't see anything wrong with getting distracted. All right. I see something wrong with staying distracted because I 100% believe and lean on the human experience. We are humans. It happens. Anything can take my attention. So I don't beat myself up when I realize something has taken my attention. I beat myself up when I realize there's been some days gone by. I don't even think I'm built like that anymore. I might give you about a cool 2 hours. That's about it. But for me, I don't see anything wrong with getting distracted. I see something wrong with staying distracted. After that, I choose, watch this, you guys. This is important. After that, I choose to trust myself. Believe that no matter what it feels like, whether it's moving too slow or too fast, that I will always make the right decisions and get to the finish line. So basically what I was saying to him is, I am not micromanaging myself. Oh my God, I hope I'm doing it right. I hope it's moving time. I don't know. I have an undaunted belief in myself that I will always go at the right pace at the right time. And I said, this keeps me from giving up, which is key to all. I ain't studying about distraction. I'm studying about staying distracted, and I'm studying about giving up. That's what I'm not doing. So the more I work towards my goal and the more I zoom in focus, the more things work out. Then I wash and repeat. Sometimes things are fluid and easy. Other times it's effing me harshly. I just make sure I keep going regardless. And I want to share that with you guys. Don't you be beating yourself up. 7 days in a row, you wake up like, rah, and you're doing your affirmations and you're praying. And then you realize like 2 days go by and you didn't wake up like, rah. You know what I do what I do when that happens? Nothing. Because I know me. I'm going to get back to that place. And I'm just going to go with the flow. Go with the flow. But put hand on your chest real quick if you don't mind, please. And say, I will go with life's flow. Say it. I will go with life's flow. Why? Because life will never send anything to me to make me whoa. I like to rhyme. Well, but life don't do right by me. But remember, we're changing. We are changing. And as we change, we will naturally and innately start commanding different, better, more quality life experiences. So especially for those of you guys that come on here every day and hear this kind of teaching and this kind of dialogue, I hope you don't expect your life to stay the same. Your life is literally evolving. I mean, the cyclic pace is picking up in your life. Your world is turning right now. And you're literally gonna look up and realize, oh my God, I went from wanting it to having it. But you got to be okay, but you got to trust your God and the universal tools that your God put in place to protect you and honor you. Do you know there's nothing against you? There is no devil peeking around the corner. It's just the manifestation of your expectation. So as you start expecting better and lifting up your heads, O ye gates, and being lifted up, ye everlasting doors, the King of glory. That's for my Christian people. What you gonna do? Lift up my head. How long you gonna keep it up? Forever. What happens when you get sad? I'm gonna let it drop for a little bit because that's just what I do. Well, how long is you going to keep it down? Long enough to make sure that I'm okay. And then what you going to do next? Lift my head up again, square my shoulders back. All right. All right, y'all. That's what I got today. Let me see. There's a lot of comments down here. Christy Clemens says, I love it. Philana says, then you won't even miss those folks. You will always love them. Oh, absolutely. If y'all remember a teaching I did 2 weeks ago, you never burn bridges, just restrict access. And let me say this. Here's what I 100% believe. Now, this is what I believe. A lot of the people that I have came in contact with in my life, one of the reasons why it would not be wise for me to burn the bridge is because once my field gets full of harvest, and I'm going to gather for me first, because you ain't eating what I create and I don't eat first. That devil's a liar. And I'm full off of what I eat. I'm going to be able to feed those same people. The difference is when they eat on my field, I won't make them become a disciple. They're going to be able to eat my luscious fruit and live a wonderful life off of my fruit without bad experiences connected to it, without feeling like they're going to get manipulated. So I'm not burning bridges as well, because some of those bridges, they're going to have to walk back over and eat off of what I build after I get full. Whew. I feel like dancing. It's in my shoulders. My mantra, keep it moving. Absolutely, Life Nations. I will go with life flows. Jennifer, I know that's right. Vernita, my life is changing more and more. Absolutely, Vernita. Thank you, Marla. Good advice. All right, y'all. I hope that you guys are tying this all together. And I hope that y'all are taking my stories and finding some value in it. All right. Oh, you are very welcome, Jennifer. You are very welcome. I'll say this until I can't say this anymore. I'm going to find a better way to say it, because sooner than later, there's going to be more people that come to our community that didn't come from the Christian church, so I know my life's mission is to help the Davids, the people that were overlooked, rejected, even by their authority figures, by the people that birthed them out. But they are the ones that will kill Goliath for those same people that reject them. And I feel like my life mission is to help those people, because I feel like at one time I was one of those people. And by my ability to absorb information and work tools, universal principles, and work, there's a grace on my life. I don't know. It's just I notice I have something in me that will not ever be moved. I don't know what else to say. It just is what it is. And now I want to help others be able to proclaim flat-footed and surely, I have something in me that can never be moved. God Almighty. Yeah. So this is my life mission and my life calling to do this. All right. The earth is flat and NASA is lying to us all. God bless. Oh, that is hilarious to me, yo. All right. In the first line of the video description of Facebook and YouTube, as well as the pinned message, is the information to join my text club. Some of you might not be getting the text now, but keep on signing up. By close of business Monday, everyone will be getting the text message, according to what I was told by tech support. They're still vetting my company, and that's quite all right. Also, I offer free consultations for people who have never had a consultation before by me. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is email me at info@VTerrillHill.com and put in the subject line free consultation. If you want a personal conversation based on what we talked about today, email me. I'll send you the link. You set the appointment, and for 30 minutes through video conference call, we'll talk just like this. Just copy and paste my email address because my name is spelled just as unique as I am, all right? So copy and paste my email address, which is in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. As well, join my email community. All I do is send out emails. I just almost leaped. Excuse me. Y'all, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. And it's going to come big, all right? Anyway, I only send out emails just like the teachings that I do. Just started doing the last 2 weeks. And all you have to do is click the link in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. There's a link. There's a lot of information in that video description box. So just go down until you see join my email community. Click that link, put your name and email address in there. When you do that, immediately or within a 5-minute window, look for 2 emails. One confirming that you meant to sign up and it's a call to action. You had to press a OK or confirm. And then one from me welcoming you to the community. If it's in your spam, go ahead and let your email client know that it's not spam, so they won't put it in spam moving forward, all right? Lastly, thank you, Vernita. Vernita says, sign up for the free consultation. It will change your life for the better. And I absolutely believe that. I am anointed and called to help people become their best self. It's just a fact, and I don't know what else to say. Jennifer says those emails are fire. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. And let me tell you this, they're not Chat GPT. They come from me. Now, in honesty, after I write the emails, I put it through Chat GPT. So for misspelled words, to polish it up a little bit. But the message comes from me. I sit down either the night before or that morning. I wake up around 6 a.m. and type up those emails. Also in June, I'll be opening up my private community. I will be letting the people know in the email community. Now that private community, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys now the private community, what I have in store. All right. There's going to be a prayer room. Okay. And in that prayer room, you'll be able to go into that prayer room. And I'm just going to be uploading prayers. They won't be I always say that and they end up being that way. I have a Pentecostal prayer style. It is what it is. I don't know if it'll always be like that, but that's what it is now. And so in that prayer room, you'll be able to go in and just be able to say, let's just say you are dealing with disappointment. You'll be able to click that and listen to a prayer on disappointment. You'll be able to click affirmations on entrepreneurship. And you'll be able to click that and listen to the audio files. There's going to be a teaching room where when I come on here, I really free flow and stay surface level. But each and every video in there will be like very specific, poignant, precise, focused information on whatever subject we're talking about. I have how-to. I already have a series called Entrepreneur Me. I'm going to do one on loving yourself, strategic planning, and God. Oh, and then one that says, is God mad at me? Those are the ones that will be in that room when y'all go into it. All right. And then, of course, there's going to be another room for lives, specific for lives. And I don't know how many times I'll go live in there, but I know the first live is going to be a vision board live where you'll create your vision boards and then bring them on, and everybody will have the opportunity to present. And then we're going to create an affirmation after each person presents, we will affirm them. Now, imagine 10 to 20 people, or how many ever people sign up, looking at you via StreamYard and affirming and validating you as a person in your vision. And then there's going to be audio files, and I'm thinking about doing some blogs. So it's just not lives. You'll be able to go in there and get a wealth of information. And of course, Jennifer. Oh my God. Jennifer says, oh my God, I hope y'all are ready for those prayers. Brace yourselves. Listen, those prayers, man, are potent. So many times, now that I got the text thread, don't be surprised you get a random text one day says, click this link. It's prayer time. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that actually. But so it'll be like a portal you can go into for a wealth of information. Like let's just say you on a Saturday morning, you just want to just study. You can go into that portal and choose any one of those teachings, okay? As I said, and now we're just in overtime now, and thank y'all for hanging in there. As I said, once I monetize, and I will not be going live as much on this public platform. I'm going to shift all of my lives to the private platform. Now, that's after I monetize, okay? And then I'm going to start putting more edited shows on the public platform. So get ready, y'all. I have been all weekend since Friday. No lie, my car has not moved since Thursday. I left the house yesterday to read and do some shopping. I left the house today to walk and go get something to eat. But I have been in the house maybe outside of maybe a 4-hour period. I have been in this house the last 3 days, incubating, planning, and getting ready for what is next. Now, I'm saying this, but I hope to God y'all are not looking at me like, wow, this is exciting, versus using me as a mirror. Because and let me say this, I've been talking about the private community coming out in June. And remember I talked about writing and typing? Well, here it is. I got the plan all out. I literally, so I hope that you guys are also seeing me do what I'm teaching about, and that you start gravitating to it for yourself. I don't care if you have I'm going to say this sometimes. I don't care if you have $1 million vision. It don't cost you no money to write down the first 3 steps. And maybe some of y'all need to do that. All right, I'm done. I'm going to stop. All right. So that's just a taste of what's to come. There's 8 of you on here now. I'm grateful. Y'all don't understand. I feel when 10 of y'all that come on here, it makes me feel like there's 1,000, 30,000. So what I'm building, I am building as if there are millions of people that are following VTerrillHill. And if it sinks, I'll build it again. Because I ain't stopping. All right, I'm done. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'm sorry, I think the college student just got back, and that noise is distracting me. I don't know how my attention is. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And until then, y'all be blessed. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Oh, bye.